refrigeration and air conditioning, the quality of every pipe connection determines efficiency, service life, and of course safety. A lot has changed in recent years when it comes to joining these pipes. That's why today we're taking a closer look at the B MaxiPro system and explaining the advantages of pressing in refrigeration applications. Hi, my name is Anthony Haynes and I'm the Product and Training Manager at Rothenberger UK, and today we're talking about B MaxiPro. Some of you may already know the system, but for everybody else, let's start with the basic question. What is the B MaxiPro system? So B MaxiPro is a press fitting system from Conex Bänninger, developed for permanent leak joints in refrigeration and air conditioning systems. It meets many standards, for example UL 207 in North America, ISO 14903 worldwide, and EN 12735 1 and 2 in Europe, and can be used on everything from small domestic air conditioning units right up to large industrial systems. If you think about joints on refrigeration systems, for a long time brazing was considered the standard. Brazing joints are made at a high temperature and are later very heat resistant, but the brazing fittings themselves are also relatively inexpensive. The B MaxiPro system, however, offers a number of advantages over brazing. Flame-free connection, no fire risk, and you don't need a special hot works permit. It's fast. The fittings are quickly and easy to install, and you can make multiple joints in just a few seconds. It's very reliable. When used correctly, the joints are consistent. Pressing guarantees a permanently leak-tight connection. It's clean. Unlike brazing, there is no contamination or deposits inside the pipe. And there are many more benefits. You'll find all the details and specs in the document linked in the description. So, what do you need to make press connections? Obviously, a pressing tool with the correct press jaw. I've brought the tools with me. These are all Rothenberger press tools and are approved for the B MaxiPro system. Whether it's the Romax Compact 3, the Romax 4000 or our brand new Romax Nano. In addition to the machine, you need one more thing, the right jaws. And that's what I've got here. To press B MaxiPro fittings, you need press jaws with the B MaxiPro profile. You can recognize these jaws by the pink caps or pink label, and of course because B MaxiPro is printed on them. It's important to know that only pressings made with certified press jaws and approved press tools meet the system requirements. Other jaws with different profiles are not approved. We manufacture our press jaws ourselves right here in Europe. How exactly that works, we've already shown you in a separate video. In our range, you'll find jaws for the Romax 4000. These are called standard press jaws, as well as jaws for our Romax Compact 3, and since this year, also for our new Romax Nano as iJaw variants. We also offer press rings so you can press safely, even in very tight spaces. So, how do you do it correctly? I'll show you now. Here I've got a copper tube and the matching B MaxiPro press fittings and jaws, and a few additional tools. So firstly, we cut the tube. Then, as with any connection, it's important to deburr the tube. The tube cutter I used earlier also has a pencil deburrer, so you can use that. Any burrs inside the pipe are worn away with the deburrer. Then you would use a universal deburrer to remove the burr completely from inside and outside. It's also, in refrigeration systems, very important to make sure the burrs don't go in the system, they need to go out the system. Also, you need to make sure that the pipe is clean inside and out. The best way to do this is to use a cleaning fleece on the inside and the outside of the tube. We then check again to make sure everything is clean, both the tube and the fittings. Yeah, looks good. Next, we take the insertion depth gauge. With this gauge, we mark the insertion depth on the tube. Alternatively, you can also use another fitting to mark the depth. Now we can apply the fitting onto the tube and carry out the press. You must ensure that the press jaw is positioned at 90 degrees to the tube and that the profile is correctly aligned on the fitting. So let's go. After completing press, then mark the other way so you know you've completed that press. And that's it, the pressing's completed. This joint is now suitable for use in refrigeration and air conditioning systems. So let's summarise. The B MaxiPro system provides you with a safe and standardised way of joining pipes in refrigeration and air conditioning. It's easy to install and delivers a consistently high and compliant quality of connection. On top of that, it's very quick to install and the pressing itself only takes a few seconds. And it offers safety advantages because you're not working with an open flame. We at Rothenberger offer the appropriate and certified tools you need for safe refrigeration and air conditioning connections using the B MaxiPro system. So what do you think? Are you still brazing or have you already switched to press? Let us know in the comments, and if you'd like to learn more, I recommend the video on the end screen. See you next time. Ciao for now.